Well, hello out there, all you comic book maniacs. Today we have an awesome package that came from Amazon. And the Omnibus, there's two of them. And then there's a few softcover trades from Dark Horse. And I ordered these off of Amazon because they were up to 50% off. I got a fantastic deal. But the problem is I don't order books off of Amazon hardly ever because their packaging is just horrible. Horrible. So when I came home and I saw this fantastic, huge package, and I swear this thing feels like it weighs probably 25 pounds. I should have looked up and saw how much it weighed. I was like, oh no, because the box is beat up, ripped up. The bottom is even worse, and everything's sliding around in there. So, with no further ado, let's open this live and see what we have in here. Live. I'm recording this. We are going to open this together and we'll see exactly the damage done. Oh no, look right off the bat. Oh no, right off the bat. Look at this. My pages. First of all, the boxes, the inside folds, the flaps of the box. This is on top of it. This is a gorgeous Wallywood cover, and already my book is damaged. Look at this. Oh, right off, I knew it. This is why I don't do it. I gave in. So there's my Weird Fantasy from Dark Horse Comics. This has already gone horribly wrong. Cannot believe that. Right on top of the flaps, man. Okay, so maybe we can straighten that out. Maybe that's not a big deal. Okay. So here's this wonderful, beautiful, Weird Fantasy EC Comics soft cover from Dark Horse Volume 2. And that has got to be a Wallywood cover. I'm kind of familiar with some of this stuff. We'll look at that. Let's see what else the damage has been done here. And there we have, as you can see, don't you just love that sound? I can't stand cardboard on cardboard nor styrofoam on styrofoam. So here's my EC, The Haunt of Fear, Volume 2. We'll go over this also. So, okay, not too bad, not too shabby. Look at that. That was probably perfectly fine. Hopefully I can get some Elmer glue and put that together, but there's definitely a dent. And then we have a Tales from the Crypt Volume 1. If any of them are in great shape, I hope it is this one. I really do. Forward by John Carpenter, featuring the Keeper of the Crypt of Terror, the Keeper of the Vault of Horror, the Old Witch from the Haunt of Fear. And this is Volume 1 from Dark Horse also, with these issues in it. Volume contains Tales the Crypt of Terror 17 to 19 and Tales from the Crypt 20 to 22. So that should be obvious. And of course the back of it is all dented in and things. So there we go. Okay. And now these are the ones that I was really excited to get. This is what started the whole Amazon thing. I recently was on vacation in Myrtle Beach. And at Myrtle Beach, we did hit a Books A Million. I did not go to the thrift shops. I did not go to the comic book shops. I did not go flea marketing. We had a very nice, very relaxing day at the beach. We had a little medieval times dinner, a little Paula Deen, a little more beach time, a little walk down to some piers, and a nap. We had a fantastic time. So when we did hit a Books A Million, just to get out and find some pretty good coffee. Some of those Books A Million have some really nice coffee houses inside of them. I saw these when I was looking around, and there's plenty of other YouTube channels who have put up videos looking at these, but this is Volume 1 and 2 of the Omnibus of the Simpsons Treehouse of Horror. This collects the annual event going back to the 90s from Bongo Comics, where they would have people come in and they do a one-shot around Halloween time, doing the Treehouse of Horror comics, the anthology series, much like they do on The Simpsons, starting around I saw my first Treehouse of Horror in 1993, because I spent 2 years sort of traveling around and finding my way. But this is Volume 1 and 2, and I think there's going to be a third one. I have a lot of these one-shots elsewhere. So as you can see, this one doesn't look too bad. We've already got some damage on the front to the cellophane, but we can live with that. And here's volume 2. The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror, Dead Time Stories for Booze and Ghouls. And the people they have on these books are celebrities like Gene Simmons and Rob Zombie. Oh man, and then they have comic book greats such as Bernie Wrightson, Eric Powell. The one I'm excited about reading, because I don't have that particular volume, is the one with Dan Barrington of the Nocturnals fame. There's an Alice Cooper in there, I do believe. Like I said, Rob Zombie, Gene Simmons, Alice Cooper, Bernie Wrightson, and that's some of the people in there. And then we also have Sergio Aragonés, Paul Dini, Gary Dugan, Garth Ennis, Mark Hamill, Thomas Lennon, and let's see who's on this one. Terry Moore, Kyle Baker. This is the one with Dan Barrington. Yeah, some great stuff in here. James Robinson. So I have some from this volume, right? So as we can see, this is just like we are in the end of June 21st when I'm recording this, if I remember right. And we're getting some early Halloween stuff. It's kind of funny that this is summer and I'm talking beaches. So there you go with Amazon. We have every one of my soft cover trades here are bent up, beat. I'm gonna have to do some work with them. I think they can be salvaged. I can get over the dents. And like I said, I bought all of these up to 50% off, which was just fantastic. Now, out of everything that's here, I highly recommend getting these Dark Horse soft cover / hardcover if you can find them. Reprints of all the EC books that are going on. You know, when I think of what a comic book is, to define it in my head, EC Comics is what comes up. The Wally Woods, also the people who did you know, the great artwork. I love the old school, Al Williamson, guys like that. You know, Jack Davis, just fantastic stuff. And this is the early stuff, the late 40s, early 50s stuff. The Horror Host. And if you're a fan of the HBO Tales from the Crypt series from back in the day, I have that whole set on DVD. This is where they pulled a lot of the stories from, you know, so there we go. Tales from the Crypt Volume 1, Haunt of Fear Volume 2, the EC Archives, and the Weird Fantasy, the one that I really, you know, cannot believe was bad. It has a foreword by Gene Simmons. Look at that, of Kiss fame. Yes, he was a comic book fan. Back in the day, Paul Stanley would drive him around and Gene Simmons would put up flyers saying, we'll buy a pound of comic books from your house or your apartment for $1. And some people hated comic books so much, they just gave them to him. Like, no, I don't want your $1. Get that garbage out of my house. So, yeah, there we go. All right. Thanks a lot, guys. And so if you order from Amazon, buyer beware. You know, you never know how it's going to go. We saw what happened here.